Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Of course, the Discord server, the same named Facebook community. So, what do we got going? Shire Con, 4 days from now, September 21st. My game, the 1 o'clock game, if I recall correctly, it is booked. I got a full table of 8. I can probably find room for one more walk-in because I don't sit. You just take my seat. But it is Falls Village, 103 Main Street, Falls Village, this Saturday. I believe the doors open at 8. Yes, doors open at 8. Registration is $20 at the door. There is room in some of those games. The con goes from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I think the first game goes off at 9 a.m. I'll be there. I hope to see you there, especially if you're in that, New York, Boston, Hartford, Northern New Jersey, Southern New York area. Why not join us? It should be a good time. So, what am I thinking of? Well, I'm thinking of Swords and Wizardry right now. Now, why am I thinking Swords and Wizardry? Tomorrow, September 18th, 2019, there's going to be something pretty cool for Swords and Wizardry. I cannot say what it is. I cannot spill I can't spill the beans right now. But if you go to tankarstavern.com tomorrow, now I've been told the magic time is 11 o'clock, but the people I know are in Pacific time, Mountain time, Central time. I don't know if it's Eastern time, so I don't know exactly what time the time that they're saying the time is the actual time. Does that make any sense to you? I hope. Maybe it does. Maybe my ramblings make some sense. But in any case, there will be a big Swords and Wizardry thingy tomorrow. You should like it. It's going to put money from my pocket into Swords and Wizardry. Now, it'll also be an opportunity for you if you want to support Tavern Chat, the Tavern, what I do, and get some fat loot and put some coinage in the pockets here. You'll have that opportunity. I can't say any more. I'm already pushing the limits here. But as most Swords and Wizardry is my system. Now, why did Swords and Wizardry become my system? It has nothing to do with Swords and Wizardry Light. Swords and Wizardry Light was something I did because I retired, but I did Swords and Wizardry Light because I already like Swords and Wizardry. I've been running Swords and Wizardry for years. I like Swords and Wizardry because whereas I see Castles and Crusades to be the Rosetta Stone between 3rd edition 3.5 and the OSR, because you can convert things from that, not too difficult to convert it to Castles and Crusades. I see Swords and Wizardry as the OSR Rosetta Stone. Like, if you don't want to run with the rules, that's fine. But you can take Swords and Wizardry Adventures with their dual AC and pretty much plug it into anything. Osric, Labyrinth Lord, Axe, Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerers of Hibernia, Osric. It fits. It all fucking fits. I also like Swords and Wizardry because it's easy to house rule. The more complicated your rules are, the harder I find it to house rule, because by adding or subtracting something, it's more likely that something's going to go ka-chunk and get all fucked up. And before I did Swords and Wizardry Light and Swords and Wizardry Continua Light, Swords and Wizardry Complete was my full-time go-to rule set, and I house ruled the shit out of that, and it played so well. It didn't break. Now you can say that about most old school rule sets, but the fact that the rules allow adventures written for those rules fit perfectly well into any of the other OSR rule sets. I think a large extent, Swords and Wizardry has become the Rosetta Stone of the OSR. And again, if you're, it used to be when I came into, when I found the OSR, Labyrinth Lord was the shit, and it's still great. It's a great system, but when I say it was the shit, because people were writing for it. Okay, people were writing for Labyrinth Lord. There were adventures and settings by third-party publishers, small, admittedly, but they were writing for Labyrinth Lord. And Swords and Wizardry didn't have that much of a following with the original core rules. I think Swords and Wizardry Complete cemented that following. But with the advent of Swords and Wizardry Complete, I saw a lot more adventures, rule supplements being written for Swords and Wizardry. And I think that the reason why Swords and Wizardry has cornered that adventure market is, like I said, you can take a Swords and Wizardry and plug it into Swords and Wizardry Adventure, plug it into Labyrinth Lord, Castles and Crusades, Astonishing Swordsman, Sorcerers of Hyperburnia. All right, that's it's compatible, but you're gonna have to adjust the adventure to make it fit the setting. But the only thing it doesn't work directly with, I think, is DCC RPG, and DCC RPG is its own creature. It is another. It's weird because it has a lot of similarities in its very base core concept with Castles and Crusades, because they are both OSR influenced games that run off of a chassis that is very much third edition. I think they both play well, but I think that, again, Castles and Crusades allows you to take third edition adventures and play them in Castles and Crusades without much chomping at the bits, and it works pretty well. Still, I am excited about tomorrow. Once I am able to post about it, I will certainly post about what's going on tomorrow. It should be exciting. It should be well, if you are lacking in OSR material, it should be an opportunity for you to snag some of the top line stuff for not top line prices. I might have said too much. I don't want to say too much. But no, it should be really, really good. And then down the line, we're going to have the Swords and Wizardry box set as a Kickstarter. I've mentioned that before, and I mentioned it again. That should be really, really freaking cool. But in any case, tomorrow, sometime between 11 and, I guess, 2 Eastern, I should be having an announcement out there. Hopefully it's closer to 12, maybe 1. I like to go out for my lunch at the local pub. I don't like to get there too late. Don't tell my wife. Fuck it. She knows about it already. So, all right, folks. In any case, tomorrow, TechHorseTavern.com. Check it out. Hopefully you find something that you like being shared there. And on that note, as always, if you're listening on iTunes, please give us a review. If you're not, and you can still give us a review on your platform, I'd love it. But spread the word. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice. and I will talk with you all tomorrow.